Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to GSL English. My name is, of course, Gideon, and in today's lesson, we are going to practice our speaking skills by having a conversation together. So, as always, this lesson is designed to help you practice your speaking skills out loud in a relaxed and comfortable way. The theme of the conversation that we are going to have together is two friends talking about their plans in England this summer. Yes, everybody in England is ready and waiting for the summer, so our conversation is simply going to be a relaxed chat between two friends talking about what they are going to do this summer. So we are going to separate this exercise into three parts. Firstly, you will listen to the complete conversation out loud. So I'm going to have the conversation essentially with myself. I just want you to listen carefully and understand what we are talking about, but also try and get into the flow and the rhythm of the conversation. Part 2, we will then speak together. So we are going to have the conversation together. I will speak first, and then repeating the same dialogue as in part 1, when the video pauses, it is your turn to read out loud what is on the screen. In part 3, we are simply going to swap lines and repeat the same process as part 2. So in this part, you will be speaking first and then I will follow after you. And as an extra bonus for this class, at the very end, I'm going to give you some more information about one of the places we talk about in our conversation. It's one of my favourite places to visit in England, so I thought I would share some different facts about that place with you. So make sure you stay for that. Now, remember, the idea of this class is to speak out loud. So if you are watching this right now at a time that you can't or don't feel comfortable speaking out loud, that's no problem. Watch the complete lesson through, and then perhaps once you are home, get comfortable and practice the exercise out loud. But of course, if you are somewhere that perhaps is in public and you don't mind speaking out loud with a stranger on the other end of your phone or tablet, then go for it. I salute you. But also, please, all of you, let me know in the comments if 1, you do practice these videos out loud, and 2, where do you do it? I would love to know where you go through this exercise. But that's enough of me talking. Once you are ready, we are going to start with part 1. So I want you to listen very carefully as I have the conversation with myself. Have you got any plans for this summer? No, not yet. You? To be honest, I would like to explore more of England this year. Oh, really? I thought you normally like to get away during the summer holidays. We normally try to fly somewhere, but I want to see more of England. I live here, but never really take the time to enjoy it. Well, you know I love to travel around England. Why don't you take a road trip to Cornwall? You'll love it. I knew you were going to suggest Cornwall. You've been telling me to go there for years because it's amazing. We've had some of our best family holidays in Cornwall. Where is it that you like to stay again? We like to stay in St Ives. It's got everything we need and such a lovely atmosphere. Okay. Do you stay near the beach? Yep, we stay in the same Airbnb and can walk to the beach in literally 2 minutes. Sounds good. Send me the link to that Airbnb. Sure. I assume you would be travelling from London. Yeah, if we go, we will head there straight from home. Okay, great. You will be passing Stonehenge on the way, which is really cool to see. Oh, nice. I've actually always wanted to see it in person. You can see it clearly from the road, so if it's busy, I wouldn't recommend parking up. Okay, good to know. Thanks. I'll tell you what, why don't you pop round for a coffee and I'll show you everything that we like to do in Cornwall? Sounds good, thanks. Maybe I can persuade you to start visiting some new countries. Yep, you can try. Okay, there you go. That is the conversation that we are going to have together. Now, once you are ready, we are going to move on to part 2. Now, I am going to speak first. We are going to repeat the same dialogue, but when the video pauses, I want you to read out loud the text that is on the screen. Here we go. Have you got any plans for this summer? To be honest, I would like to explore more of England this year. We normally try to fly somewhere, but I want to see more of England. I live here, but never really take the time to enjoy it. I knew you were going to suggest Cornwall. You've been telling me to go there for years. Where is it that you like to stay again? Okay. Do you stay near the beach? Sounds good. Send me the link to that Airbnb. Yeah, if we go, we will head there straight from home. Oh, nice. I've actually always wanted to see it in person. Okay, good to know. Thanks. Sounds good. Thanks. Maybe I can persuade you to start visiting some new countries. Very well done. Now we are going to move on to our final part of this exercise, which is part 3. We are now going to swap lines and repeat the same process. But this time you will be speaking first and then I will follow. No, not yet. You? Oh, really? I thought you normally like to get away during the summer holidays. Well, you know I love to travel around England. Why don't you take a road trip to Cornwall? You'll love it. Because it's amazing. We've had some of our best family holidays in Cornwall. We like to stay in St Ives. It's got everything we need and such a lovely atmosphere. Yep, we stay in the same Airbnb and can walk to the beach in literally 2 minutes. Sure, I assume you would be travelling from London. Okay, great. You will be passing Stonehenge on the way, which is really cool to see. You can see it clearly from the road, so if it's busy, I wouldn't recommend parking up. I'll tell you what, why don't you pop round for a coffee and I'll show you everything that we like to do in Cornwall? Yep, you can try. Very well done. Thank you so much for having that conversation with me. I hope you enjoyed that exercise. Speaking out loud is essential if you want to improve your English, if you want to feel more confident and get ready to speak in a multitude of different situations in English, then you really need to speak out loud as much as possible. So repeat this exercise a few times throughout this week or month and just get used to speaking out loud. But now, I said to you at the end of this class, I was going to give you some more information on Cornwall. So here it is. Cornwall is one of my favourite places to visit in England. I absolutely love it. I've been going there for years. My nan, which is my dad's mother, lived in Cornwall. So we would visit there every year or multiple times each year to visit my nan. And it is just such a nice place. London and the southeast of England is a very lovely place to live, but it's quite busy, it's quite hectic at times. So for people in England, Cornwall is a bit of an escape. It's the southwest of England. So I live in the southeast of England and Cornwall is the southwest. And from London, it takes me around 5 hours to drive there. So 5 hours to the place that we like to stay in Cornwall, which is called St Ives. Now, St Ives is quite a popular place, but there's a reason for it being so popular. It's just brilliant. So a little warning, at peak times of the year, so at the times it is most busy, it can be very crowded as everybody wants to go. So keep that in mind. You might want to check the time of year that you visit. But generally, Cornwall is great to visit at any times of the year. There's loads of beautiful beaches, which in winter, you can just go for a nice cold walk along the beach. And in summer, you can go for a walk and a swim in the sea if you would like to. Cornwall is very well known for its surfing. It has great swell. I used to go surfing there every year, and in the evening it has great bars and restaurants. And as I said, the atmosphere is just really nice and chilled. So it's a nice break from the hectic craziness of London at times. So I honestly would highly recommend, if you are visiting England, take a drive down to Cornwall. There's one road called the A303, and once you get off the motorway, it is just a beautiful, relaxing drive. As we said in our conversation, you go past Stonehenge, which is an incredible sight to see. Absolutely amazing. And if you haven't seen or heard of Stonehenge before, check it out. It's absolutely incredible. But it's a lovely drive to Cornwall, particularly when the sun is shining. So there you go. That is Cornwall. And if you would like more information on England or places to visit, let me know and maybe I'll do some future lessons and videos on that topic. But thank you so much for watching today. Remember, it takes time to build our fluency and our speaking skills. So enjoy it and be consistent. And I will see you all very soon. Have a good one, guys.